Alright, here's the too long didn't watch version up front. Enter your outposts once per hour in build mode. Deactivate your outposts if you plan to be away more than 2 hours unless you have all the prestige points that you need. That's it, you're done. You have all the raids you need. So yeah, while I was recording that previous statement, I just got 2 more raids. So I didn't really want to make this video because in a way it describes a way of exploiting the game mechanics. But I kind of have to make this because this matchmaking mechanic is really what keeps most people from getting the raid numbers that they need to prestige their bases. And this can be exploited entirely on accident with no malicious intent whatsoever on the part of any players. So keep in mind that everything I'm going to describe here is what's been observed in testing since about May 1st of 2023, and some of this is based on speculation rather than hard data. So all of this is also subject to change. This part of the matchmaking system definitely needs some changes, and in fact it's already received some updates in the not-so-distant past. One of those updates is probably to blame for the problem I'm going to describe here. Now, as I mentioned in the video intro, the matchmaking algorithm seems to kind of promote your outpost, and that increases its visibility to raiders for about an hour or so after each time you enter and exit build mode on the individual outpost. Now, why this happens is a matter of speculation, but the fact of it happening is not. Multiple players have confirmed this with hard data. So if you can't get enough raids to prestige your outposts, you just need to go into each one every hour or two in build mode, then leave. That's all you gotta do. Leaving picks up all the drops anyway, you don't even need to fly around and pick up everything or inspect all the grave sites. Just enter and exit and your outpost will get an extra visibility boost. Now, while this guarantees your outpost more visibility for about 1 to 2 hours, it won't actually force raiders to select your outpost, of course. So the usual caveats are all still going to apply. Make your thumbnail look pretty, pick reasonable genmat types for your outpost, make sure you're not abusing corrosive cube exploits or other annoying things that are going to make raiders alt F4 or quit your map. But even those don't matter nearly so much as the simple enter and exit trick, because eventually someone will click on your outpost and play it if it's visible. And this trick more or less guarantees some period of visibility. It does seem like the boost can last more than an hour if you somehow still don't get many or any raids during the first hour, but it caps out around 2 hours, and you will need to refresh it after that. So on to the speculation part of things. There's a few possible reasons that matchmaking does this. The obvious one is that they want to at least guarantee a few raids for every outpost at every prestige level. Now, the obvious way to do that is to boost the outpost's visibility whenever it doesn't have any raids after it gets changed or prestiged. So if they don't have a way of tracking the number of raids per prestige level over at behavior, or if they're tracking it per map edit and entering and exiting counts as an edit, that kind of explains the whole thing, right? Unfortunately, the effects of this are very bad for the game, as people with a lot of time to spare are going to be able to easily prestige their outposts, while a player who can only be online for an hour a day or less on average might not be able to prestige their outposts at all. Additionally, if you don't know this trick, you won't be able to prestige your outposts reliably, while people who do visit their outposts regularly will effectively steal all the raids whether they mean to or not. And this has several negative effects in terms of player retention, and I was kind of hesitant to even make this video, because I didn't really want this issue to become more prominent. But at the end of the day, if everyone knows the trick, raids will hopefully be more equitably distributed than if only a few people visit their outposts regularly. So as it stands, it's already very difficult to prestige large base sizes without this trick, and it's already kind of too late. The cat's out of the bag, so you pretty much have to use this trick in order to make your large outpost sizes work. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, so thanks for watching. My next video will be resuming our normal tutorial series with our expected Cannon Back episode.